Greetings all, it's Max and we're back, and we have officially been kicked out of Europe. Officially been kicked out of Europe. Defaming Muhammad does not fall under purview of free speech. European court rules. Defaming Muhammad. What about defaming Jesus? Does that count? Or is it just Muhammad? Kind of wondering. Defaming Muhammad. Let's get into this article. Of course, it's not recording the entire screen. That's sad. That's sad. Maybe I can fix it. Can I fix it? Yeah, I fixed it. All right. So here we go. The freedom of speech does not extend to include defaming the Prophet of Islam, the European Court of Human Rights ruled Thursday. Who is the European Court of Human Rights? We'll get into that. The Strasbourg-based ECHR ruled that insulting Islamic prophet Muhammad goes beyond the permissible limits of an objective debate and could stir up prejudice and put at risk religious peace. Don't say nothing bad about the guy. Don't say nothing bad about the guy. The court's decision comes after it rejected an Austrian woman's claim that her previous conviction for calling Muhammad a pedophile due to his marriage to a 6-year-old girl violated her freedom of speech. So this woman got in trouble for stating facts, okay? We're not defaming Muhammad. He married a 6-year-old, okay? It's fact. And yes, that's pedophilia, okay? It's a fact. The ECHR ruled that Austrian courts had carefully balanced her right to freedom of expression with the rights of others to have their religious feelings protected. We need to be protected. Does Christianity get the same? No. It's only Islam. Why? Because they like to cut people's heads off when they disagree under Sharia law, and they like to do whatever they want. The woman in her late 40s, identified only as ES, claimed that during 2 public seminars in 2009, almost 10 years ago, that Muhammad's marriage to a young girl was akin to pedophilia. 100% correct. Okay? 100% correct. According to the Islamic tradition, the marriage between Muhammad and a 6-year-old girl was consummated when she was 9. And he was around 50. That's not pedophilia. Okay, these are facts that are actually in the Quran. And I think it's called a hadith. They are facts. There is no Islamic person out there who is going to deny this stuff. But calling Muhammad a pedophile is somehow violating some freedom of speech somewhere. Somewhere. Now, here's the thing. Muhammad did not run countries, okay? And there's a thing where back in the day, you had what you would call arranged marriages, where you're trying to make peace with a nation. And as long as you had family members in both of the nations, that was less likely that you're going to go to war. And sometimes, yeah, you're going to marry someone who's really young, but you kind of just shelve them. They're not really your wife. It's just part of a political thing. That wasn't what Muhammad did. It was not at all what Muhammad did. No. He wasn't trying to yoke up with any other nation or anything like that. No. The Austrian woman stated in her seminars that Muhammad liked to do it with children, and 56-year-old and a 6-year-old, how do we call it if it's not pedophilia? She's absolutely right. A Vienna court convicted her in 2011 of disparaging religious doctrines, ordering her to pay $547 fine, or whatever it is in euros, plus legal costs. The ruling was later upheld by an Austrian court of appeals. I feel bad for you people in Austria. You're really getting the shaft when it comes to legal stuff. The woman argued all of her comments fell within a right of freedom of expression and that religious groups must tolerate criticism. Yes. She also argued her comments were intended to contribute to public debate and not designed to defame Muhammad. Okay? The ECHR said the Austrian's court decision served the legitimate aim of preserving religious peace. Religious peace for who? Religious peace for who? Because atheists and Christians and other people out there don't really agree with marrying a 6-year-old. We really just don't. The court also said that the woman's comments were not objective. They're 100% objective. 100%. Failed to provide historical background and had no intention. It's in the book. The reason that we know Muhammad married a 6-year-old is because it's in his own book. It's in his own books. He said that, he wouldn't consummate his marriage until she stopped playing with dolls, which apparently was when she was 9 years old. The guy's a pedophile. Okay? But you can't call Muhammad a pedophile in Europe. Otherwise, you're going to get in trouble and you're going to get fined. What in the heck is going on with this world? All right? Who are the people that are doing this? European Court of Human Rights. Look at all this stuff over here. European Court, they basically have like a mini UN for the European people out here that kind of have control over what's going on. Why would you be doing that, you countries over here? And, I was wondering about why all of a sudden, about a year ago, I used to be in every country for my little itty bitty videos. And even if they only get like 100 views, I still would be in every country in the world. And now I'm only in America. Well, I think this is why. Okay? This is why. They're basically stopping me. And I don't have a whole lot of anti-Muslim videos on my channel. I let David Wood take care of that. David Wood has an excellent channel for pretty much showing what Islam is. This is what's going on. And it's now against the law to do anything against Muhammad. Criticize. And we look at the thing, we're defaming Muhammad. How is Muhammad being defamed? She's speaking facts. Married a 6-year-old. And in history, consummated the marriage when she was 9. Okay? So, where is there a defamation? We are speaking facts. We are speaking facts. And normal people would call that pedophilia. Normal people. Not the people out in Europe. Not the people out in Europe. Oh, no, 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 no. You can't defame Islam. Oh, no, 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 no. European migrant crisis. Here's the guy who's in charge of this thing that they have out there in Europe. Guido Raimondi is out there, who is the president of it. And he came in with the European migrant crisis. They call it a migrant crisis. No, it's Islamic people rushing up into Europe because they can get in. That's what it is. Okay? European migrant crisis, or the European refugee crisis, is a term given to a period between 2015. If you love your religion so much and you love your people so much, why are you refugees? Number one. When rising numbers of people arrived in the European Union, traveling across the Mediterranean Sea, overland through the Southeast Europe, is part of a pattern of increased immigration to Europe from other continents, which began in the late 20th century. Which has encountered resistance in many European countries? Really? I don't know about that. 1/5 of migrants trying to pass the Mediterranean Sea from Libya have either drowned or disappeared. Well, how do you know that? How do you know that? Immigrants. They call them immigrants. Immigrants. I am so sick and tired of this term. You know, I did a live stream on what's going on with people that are coming to America right now in a big caravan. They're not immigrants. They're fleeing their country. They're fleeing. But they want to hold on to Muhammad. They want to hold on to Allah. They want to hold on to that. I want to hold on to Sharia law. And will absolutely refuse to integrate into your country. This is who these people are. So I am effectively banned now from Europe because I am obviously going to talk about Muhammad. And I will say in this article here is 100% correct. Muhammad's a pedophile. He's a pedophile. He had multiple wives, and he's a pedophile. And his wife actually, was mad about it and tried to do him in. I mean, this is ridiculous. Defaming Muhammad does not fall under purview of free speech European court rules. What about the movie out there about Jesus that says that he was married to Mary Magdalene? What about that movie? Are you gonna say something about that? No, they're not. No, they're not. And this is, if anything, is going to make me ramp up more stuff about Islam because this is ridiculous. Like I said, I've noticed over the last year, all of a sudden, I'm not in every country in the world. I'm mainly in U.S. and Canada. And it's like, why? Why did that all of a sudden happen? It's because of these people. These people with their fake human rights things. Well, we need to protect the nation of Islam. Who's going to protect us from them cutting off our heads and Sharia law? What do you got? So Max Bauer is officially kicked out of Europe. And with that, we are going to be out of here.